Ooh, hello, hello. We're gonna keep this one short. We're gonna try to stay under 4 hours this time. What's up, guys? Come on in. Come on in. I'm very emotional right now. Marc Lalonde is very emotional right now. There's a couple of things I want to share with you today. Things I've learned on my birthday. It's actually not to be sappy, but it's like, I don't know, it's what's going on. If you're putting out content out there and you don't know who's watching you and you don't know if you're helping anyone, I guess your only responsibility would be to, and this, I'm just babbling here, guys. Come on in. I may address some questions in a bit, but so many things I learned on my birthday. It's my birthday. It was my birthday on the 20th. And yes, I'm still kind of recovering. It was a ridiculous bash. Birthday bash style. Time off. GNR concert. New friends. Old friends. It was just probably the best birthday of my life, to be honest. 45 years old. I said it. Life started at 40, but now it's really rocking. We're going to get through the nuggets because there are crazy nuggets. And I'm going to start with this one. If you are sharing content, if you are sharing value, and you are not seeing any results, which is common, I got to say this, guys. I say it all the time. I didn't make the quote up. It may be less brown, but when you're in this business of teaching, training, let me go back. You got to learn it first. You got to do it first. I just showered. That's why I'm clean. I'm clean. Just showered, so I'm still a little sweaty. I'm not that nervous in front of the camera anymore, which is kind of going to bring me to this point. When you don't think that, and yeah, I'm going to babble today. I'm going to babble because it's my post-birthday live. Is it? Yeah. First live after my birthday. Did I say birthday enough times? It was just so much fun. It was just so cool. And it wasn't necessarily the party and all that stuff. It was when I got back. The messages. Over 1,000, by the way. But when you have 5,000 friends, anyone who does there on Facebook, you don't know if they're real or not. Well, not that they're real or not. You don't know if they're, because I contact people on their birthdays when I can. And you don't know if it's because they saw you in their birthday little box there, or if it's because they actually know you. So I started getting, it was ridiculous the amount of messages. So I'm replying to all of you, by the way, one by one. And I'm finding that, I was wondering if many of these were automatically generated. So I reply, because 7-figure earners, CEOs of companies, you wonder, right? So no, it's legit. And I don't know, I've been getting so much. You got to stay humble in this business. You have to. But I've been getting so much love, and specific love. That's kind of weird to say, but people have not only been saying how that I helped them along the way in whatever content there was over the past 3 years, but they specifically say why. And they specifically say the video, and they specifically say what I said and how it specifically helped them. That is the best. The money's gonna follow. Don't get so wrapped up in the money. Just get wrapped up in providing the best you got. Do something, put it out there, and just syndicate it. Create good content and syndicate it on a consistent basis. And those little numbers that you see, because when I go out cross-platform, sometimes I'll get 30,000 views. If I go on Twitter Live too, sometimes 50,000 views on one video. Like this one will eventually be on all platforms. I'm not going live. I'm only doing a Facebook Live here today though. So this isn't on everything. So all I want to say, the basic nugget there is just keep doing it even if you don't see the results, because there are people watching you. You don't know they're watching you. You don't even know who they are. And you're like part of their circle, part of their mentorship circle, I guess you can say. Because for me, I like to I like to fire people. Yeah, it's so much fun. You're fired. I like to follow, generally speaking, 5 people at once. Study 5 people at once. Because more than that, it's like, it gets, they're going to change, but it becomes too much. Information overload. Am I good, guys? Awesome. Am I good? You hear me? Yeah? Okay. I like to follow 5 mentors. So Tony Robbins has got a permanent spot, obviously. Then right now, I'm at Grant Cardone. I got Chris Record right now because I'm into the way he's doing his stuff. I'm into who else? Gary V. I'm really into looking at Gary V very specifically to what he's doing. Love him or hate him, guys. Ty Lopez, no social media. So I follow certain leaders and I grab the nuggets that contribute to my vision. Because we all have our vision. We all want some of the basic stuff. We want money, okay? We won't beat around the bush. Being wealthy is a good thing, financially wealthy. So that's something we all have in common. We all want freedom. We all have that in common. But our vision is kind of individual. It really is. There's little bits and pieces that will make your vision different from my vision. So with my vision, I know who I want to follow. I know who I want to follow right now. So in 6 months from now, I swap those guys up a little bit. Because you will get what you need from certain leaders, especially their building blocks that they used. So what I'm saying is, you may be one of those people in people's lives. With time, you're going to be in that mentorship circle. You're going to be that person they watch every day. And you don't know it. You don't know they're following you. Even if the numbers are not showing up. When you put up a post on Facebook and you get 50 likes and 50 comments, we'll say, on average, that has nothing to do with how many people actually saw your post and giggled inside, or maybe said, that's kind of right. That kind of woke me up to make that extra call. Or you don't know who you're impacting in that way. Super important stuff, guys, because on my birthday, it kind of woke me up to, I wouldn't say embarrassing, maybe a little uncomfortable. I don't even know. I haven't even gone through my notes. And I don't even know if I probably did already. Put out content I just said it. I'm not going to repeat myself. I'm going to try and keep the babble to a minimum. That was my first bullet. You don't really know how many people are following you. You don't. I was going to say a quote by Les Brown. Did I say it? Or did I just babble on and take another path? Les Brown, I believe it's Les Brown, says, in the beginning, you're going to do a lot of things that you don't get paid for. But as time goes on, you're going to get paid for a lot of things that you do not do. So when people ask me, I need money now, I have to be real with you. I have to be real with you. Because if I tell you, well, this does not count grinding. If you do cold calls, make sales, you'll make money now. But if you're trying to brand yourself in whatever niche you're going after or trying to provide for, we're good. I'll just keep checking every now and again. If you're doing that, that's a process, okay? So branding yourself it's the most lucrative thing, of course. It's going to pay you forever. But getting that traction in the beginning, it doesn't pay, guys. I'm not trying to discourage you. It's just I want you to understand, if you need money, I'm just talking to someone, you might know who you are if you're watching. I'm not sure. I don't think I've seen you tune in. I won't say your name, but this person said, I can't eat the furniture. I gotta make some sales, right? So that's where the grinding would come into effect. But over the first couple of years, you're gonna have to kind of like just plug away and have faith. You just will. Which is why I tell people not to quit their jobs in the beginning. You can't unless you replace your income. I understand you may want to go all in. I'm an all in type of guy. When I quit my job, I was unsure. I wasn't even doing online marketing. I was doing network marketing, and I was starting to go down. Like I was struggling to stay afloat until I figured out how to brand myself. Go figure, right? But what I'm saying is, I'm an all-in type of guy. So when you're an all-in type of person, there's a lot of risk. But I mean, that keeps me alive. But I don't have a mortgage. Well, I don't have a mortgage. We won't get into that. Should we get into that? No. I don't have kids. I don't have a mortgage. I don't have family. So I don't have responsibilities. So it's easier for me to do that. I don't know if that makes sense. So my recklessness and risk-taking sometimes, it's okay. So if you're in a situation where you need an amount of security, don't quit your job. But on a daily basis, continue to brand yourself. Where do you learn how to brand yourself? Shameless plug time. Branding YOUniversity.com. Branding YOUniversity.com. Enroll as a free student. The stuff, I can tell you what we're coming out with this year. It's my vision. What I've done so far, you guys are all getting. Because succeeding for yourself, I'm so all over the place, but today I have to speak from the heart. All I'm saying is, what I've accomplished, the challenge is not for me anymore. I'm okay. I can do it. I'm set for life. How weird does that sound? I'm set for life. That's crazy, but doesn't matter anymore. I got to duplicate what I've done with you guys. So that's what I'm doing now. That's what I'm focusing on, and it will all be in the Branding University. So let's go. Uh-oh. Monster when I recover, rock star when I need to get pumped up. Energy drinks, different energy drinks for different purposes. Don't be a hater. Okay. Another lesson I've learned through my birthday wishes. By the way, if you send me a birthday wish, thank you. I appreciate it more than you know. More than you know. It's a little much, but I'm digesting a lot of your messages. They hit the heart, and it just makes me stronger to continue with my vision, even though it seems a little impossible, but I'm going to do it because of you guys. You guys are pushing me through it. So, mistake, Marc Lalonde, mistake. I wasn't thinking big enough. I still wasn't thinking big enough. I don't know if you saw my post earlier today, but I talked about someone. I won't say the name, mind you. I don't think he and she would mind, but it's someone that's in the same industry I'm in. But I hate that word. But they've been in the business for a long time, and they're in my circle. I follow them religiously. Pros. And their team is selling over $3 million a month. Yeah, a month. That's their team volume. $3 million US funds per month. That kind of triggers something. I'm like, just went chick chick. I gotta think bigger. I have to think bigger. Here I am thinking of how soon will it get me to get to $1 million a month? To me, that in volume, if you were to ask me that 3 years ago, I had to adjust my thinking to earn $100,000 a month. And now you get there and you're like, that wasn't actually that hard because I fixed it up here. I don't want to be the mindset guy, but anyways, once we chatted briefly, And I just asked him, I go, are you over 3 million? I don't know if you're watching. I didn't see you pop in. You may see it. If you know who you are. By the way, love you, man, and your wife. You guys are, you're like in my circle. I'm telling you that, and you helped me. By the way, today you've made me think bigger. I will no longer think small. Another little lesson: just think unrealistically. 3 million a month in sales is unrealistic for your team, as far as I'm concerned. And if unrealistic is wrong, I want to be wrong, baby, because I love being unrealistic. Company CEOs contacting me. That's a humble brag. The reason I'm saying that is because they've been watching my stuff. And I haven't even, I don't want to jump all over the place, but I follow these people. They're presidents of companies in my industry. And I'm like, oh, there's a bot. There's a Facebook bot. Sure enough, I always send a question. Make sure I'm talking to a real person and not a robot. Those of you in Twitter lead machine you know what I'm talking about. Am I talking to a robot? So it's a real deal. They're checking on my stuff. 7-figure earners, mentors of mine in the past. Well, they're still mentors of mine, but people that kind of introduced me in the industry, to be honest with you guys. Like, really, people that are like mentors of mine for, I'd say, probably 3-4 years on a steady basis, saying they appreciate what I'm putting out there. Where did I learn this stuff? Like, stuff like that. Oh, I'm rambling on. Just the wheels are going because I'm thinking of all the messages I got and the volume of messages. Was that enough of a humble brag? Now, do you want a tip? Do you want a little tip out of that? You got a couple of tips already. And they're really important, guys. Dreaming bigger. You don't really know who's following you. Be consistent. Don't bank on branding. Even though branding is the most lucrative thing. I don't care what you're branding. In the end, it's the thing that will pay you forever. If you need to be secure, you need some source of income. So either a job or grinding it out by doing sales. I love grinding, by the way. I love it. It keeps me alive. So it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying like grinding's a bad thing. Now, let's go to the meet new people. Meet new people. I don't know if you guys know on Facebook, well, those of you who speak to me on Facebook, I never end a conversation with a dot or a period. It's always got to have a question mark. Got to keep that stuff open-ended. So, I've been replying to birthday messages, as many of you know. Cat's out of the bag. I want to know about you. I want to know what you're up to, where you're at right now. And this is extremely powerful with new people, too. Because on your birthday, you'll probably get a lot of messages. I don't know. I've never gotten this volume of messages. But what I'm doing is, I want to meet new people. I want to meet people in a way that's them. A little bit about them. Not as much, I want to know what their why is, but I also want to get to know them a little bit. Because by getting to know them a little bit, yes, you build rapport and all that stuff. Rapport, yeah, rapport. No, you build rapport. But you get to identify without asking them, what is it? I like people who are like-minded. Or, I'm just saying, I want to know if they're in my lane. Because if they're in my lane, guys, that's how you build. Teamwork makes the dream work. Sounds cliche, but my team or me, or not necessarily my company team, network marketing, none of that. I'm talking about my teammates in life. That's kind of a little different take on it, but my teammates in life, because I live and breathe business. I take little breaks and go on Guns N' Roses concerts, which, by the way, I won't get started because I won't stop, but it was the best concert of my life. It was amazing. I want to meet teammates who are, I was going to say life mates. Yeah, let's all be life mates. I want people that, see, I'm already all over the place. Business, is my life. It's what makes me happy. It goes through it flows through my veins. So the people that are in my lane, there will always be bigger things as I move forward. And teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work. So as I build these relationships, I wouldn't say weed out, because it's not that I don't like some people. Well, yeah, actually I don't like some people. Sorry, I can't forgive all the time. It's that I need to find the people that share the same general vision as me, so then as we move along, I could build those solid friendships and kind of let the other ones fade away. Again, it's not that they're bad people. It's anyone who uses negativity in their language just without even knowing. Every second word is a negative thing. I will not say, oh, you're too negative, bye-bye, but I will just gravitate towards the people who are more my lane. People who have huge goals, no limitations. And I'm not pitching you guys on anything here. I just want to let you know that by asking people how they are and getting to know them a little bit, I'm going to meet more people, new people, at 45 years old, from 45 to 46, okay? I'm going to meet more new people than I have in my entire life. And they will be people in my lane. There will be people who think like me. And I'm going to keep constant contact with them. So that little tip there is just basically always end it with a question mark in Facebook, and don't be so agenda driven. And hey, I am that guy sometimes with complete strangers. Sometimes, hey, I'm a cold caller, right? I make sales. I still do that. So in this case, it's good to not be so agenda driven and not have commission breath, and just make new relationships, because they will pay off. As I'm building my university now, brick by brick by brick, my Branding University, I'm finding holes in there. Well, holes. I wouldn't say holes. I'm finding places, holes in my vision that I need to fill with a certain set of skills. Could be someone's personality, someone I could work with that will help me realize my vision. So just meet new people. Just meet new people. That sounds cliche too. Just meet a bunch of people. Make sure they're in your lane, and care. Care. If you don't care, don't say you care. Ask them how they are, and they're going to tell you a bit about what's going on in their lives, and find something that you like, or just be yourself and make a friend. It's crazy. Make a friend. It's so worth it. Not only financially, just for your own advancement. You got to be somewhat social. I'm saying that because I'm talking to myself. And you know what, guys? I think that's it. I don't know if that's it. Any questions? I'm going to go check this out later. I actually, contrary to popular belief, I have a business to run, And watch out. I'm done. I am done taking it easy. I was never really taking it easy. But now that I know what I'm capable of, get ready. It's time to crush it, guys. Okay, I'm going to go reply to you guys there. Have an awesome Monday evening. And I will see you guys regularly and consistently on social media. Regularly and consistently. All right, guys.